Hello everyone, you have found the CLIT.
The Corbyn and Lainey,
Corbyn and Lainey's iconic talk show.
as known by TikTok now that we got banned.
Yeah. You know, America's all about free speech until they want to ban TikTok. And, you know, I was pro TikTok and then they...
Banned us.
Yeah, so fuck TikTok. We'll be posting to Vimeo and whatever that right-wing Twitter alternative is.
No,
Is
we
it
won't.
called X?
Was that a...
Yes.
Oh,
It was lame.
that was a joke. Yeah, we're back after a long break that nobody noticed. Besides my mom. Hey,
Come
Mom.
on.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, the clit rubbers, they know.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, you may have noticed a new studio setup.
We got the black couch. No.
That's for Patreon subscribers only.
Yeah, no. OnlyFans. Just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, so we moved. Should we say the state we live in?
We stayed at our old state.
Oh, but we were leaving there.
Well, it's one of the biggest states.
Okay, we moved to Oregon from Utah. So, it's definitely been interesting. Like, there's just little things here and there that kind of catch us off guard, and probably people think we're probably weird. I've been called Mormon for a whole day. That was great.
If I talked to anyone, I'm sure I would be called Mormon, but
Corbyn's isolated with me.
my life hasn't changed much, to be honest.
Yeah, I started a new job. It was great. It's been great.
Oh no, I meant to give you cheers. Sorry.
This was gonna be my housewife era. I was gonna work like 20 hours a week, and then they were like, "Oh my god, you do good at your job." So now I'm almost full time again. Bringing home the back end.
Like, oh.
Speaking of,
Oh no! Everyone, welcome our newest co-host, Lucifer.
this is Lucifer. His name is. If you're religious, it's Steven. If you're cool, it's Lucifer.
If you're religious, it's Lucifer. Lucifer's a religious name.
Yeah, but it's bad.
That means the fallen one.
Okay.
Lucifer was an angel.
So this is Lucifer. He is my new fetal pig. I'll have Corbyn put in a little close-up, but he's got his little tongue out. Yeah, I would say he was ethically sourced, but his mom was going to the slaughterhouse, so he never got the chance to, like, live, but now I'm his new mama, because his other mom is Bacon, and I love him, and everyone hates him, but I love him. Corbyn doesn't like him very much.
I'm neutral. I think it's a cool thing, but cute is a little far.
He is so cute.
You and the lady who sold it to you are the only ones who described it as cute.
He's so stinking cute. I love him so much. So yeah, everyone say hello to Lucifer.
A face only a mother could love.
Ah,
On Mother's Day.
it is Mother's Day. I am now a mama of 4. He was only $65 too, which is awesome. Oh, don't you just want to squeeze him?
No, that's the last thing I want to do.
He's so cute. Yeah, my mom doesn't like him. I was FaceTiming my mom and I was showing her my new little buddy, and she didn't like it. But it's weird. I'm a weirdo. You ever see me without this pig?
I mean, for a majority of my life, yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding this pillow because Corbyn said my boobs were out.
And again, Patreon.
No.
OnlyFans only.
No.
That's also why I have socks on, so you can't grip the tootsies. Ah! For free?
Censor it. Censor my toes. But yeah, I think the biggest thing from, obviously coming from Utah to here, the biggest thing has been alcohol.
Yeah. you can get wine in gas stations and grocery stores.
I got my liquor license, and one of the things was, like, if the person looks over 25, you don't have to ID them.
Yeah.
But in Utah, they have to scan your ID in a register system. And so today my coworker gave out a beer to a guy that was very obviously, like, in his 50s. And I was like, oh, my God, did you check his ID? She was like, no, he's, like, 50. I was like, but do we know that? And then...
What if he's really good at prosthetics makeup?
And then I'm anxious about it because sometimes the state will send in little rats. And, like, and so I, like, this guy, like... Because I'm just used to always handing my ID no matter where we go because you had to in Utah. Like, they literally don't care. And so I was at work today, and this guy was, like, 40s. He, like, ordered his beer, and he went to go pay for it. And I was like, can I see your ID? And he goes, I'm well over the age. I was like, yeah, can I see it?
Did you really?
Yeah, he was born in 81.
Dang. So.
And I ID'd him.
Was he pissed?
He was a little annoyed. Especially when it took me a minute to find the birthday on the card.
Are Oregon ones different?
They're snazzier.
They're
But
covered in moss and whimsy.
Yeah, and then, like, if you don't know Utah, they don't sell liquor in stores. Well, whoa!
Thanks, fuckhead.
Happy Mother's Day.
God.
Oh, she laid down. Little Nina. Oh, she don't care.
I know she.
Well, then I'll keep talking. Oh yeah, so they sell beers and what under a certain ABV in Utah stores?
It has to be 5% to be in a non-liquor store.
5% to be in a non-liquor store. So I don't know, just going to like a Costco here and they have everything. Yeah.
Dedicated to wine.
A whole section.
They're not the most progressive because the two states above and below sell liquor and like Costco's and
Oh yeah, we went to Denver, huh? And they had but yeah, a lot of weed.
a lot of green.
Yeah, I've seen so many squirrels. So many squirrels. I haven't seen this many squirrels legitimately in my whole life.
Even on your like camping trips?
Yes. I glamped. I was in a cabin.
Oh. Not a real one.
No. Yeah. And then we downsized a lot. We were in a... How many square footage?
Including the garages, I think 1550 square feet.
And now we're in
500. 540 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, we downsized a ton. Our roommate's gone.
R.I.P. Mr. Mendez.
Rest in peace, for real.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're just rocking it. There, something that everyone was like, the homeless situation in Oregon. Everyone's just like, oh, it's so bad, it's so bad. I don't feel like it's worse than Salt Lake. Well, at least where we are, which I'm not going to say where we are, but it's not Portland, you know. But, like, I'm having no issues with homeless people. Every once in a while, you see a little crackhead, and you're like, oh my god, the zombie apocalypse is starting, because they're walking around like, but that's about it.
I haven't mistaken a crackhead for a zombie yet.
Well, remember when I was like, oh, our first crackhead?
Yes.
I was, watching him, because he was, like, kind of limping, and, like, they have their jaw, like, the tweaker jaw.
I guess that's just the difference between someone who grew up on Walking Dead versus scared of zombies.
Yeah, and then, my job, just opened up, and our first person to walk in on our soft launch day was a meth head, yeah. She had her hands, like, in the back of her pants, and she kept walking in and walking out, and then, like, pressing her face on the glass, and then walk in, walk out, and the whole time she just had her hands in her pants. But, like, I've never... I know. I've never felt like the place we live is, like, dirty, or, like, I don't know. And, like, everyone's, like, really nice about it here, where, like, I've never, like, we live by a community center.
Yeah.
And then there's a local pantry. Yeah, like, it's not a dirty town.
For the most part, yeah. It is a step up from Salt Lake, from at least, like, downtown Salt Lake compared to downtown here. There are...
You think?
I mean,
Liberty Park?
There's a park right next to downtown that has just as many, if not more.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
like,
more? I think it's a lateral move in terms of homeless. But I know that most of the homeless problem is in Portland.
Yes. Yeah, and Portland's really cracking down on specifically the ones that, like, are aggressive or in the way.
Tweaking.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I don't appreciate anti-homeless architecture, but...
No, me neither.
You definitely shouldn't have aggressive people on the streets. What was I gonna say? Oh.
The thing about anti-homeless architecture is not so much that it's, like, you don't want a homeless... Or at least for me, like... Nobody wants to see a homeless person anywhere, realistically. It's an awful indictment of poverty and the American infrastructure. I'm saying, like, it's a symptom of broken capitalism.
I know. Like, I just feel bad.
Yes. But, to spend money to make someone's shitty life actively worse instead of putting that towards something, it's like, yeah, just a dick move. But you were having a thought?
Oh, we don't have a washing machine?
Yeah. We gotta live the laundromat life now.
So, yeah, we've been going to this laundromat, and, like, it had, like, really good reviews on Yelp. And... yeah, the dryer is garbage. And our clothes always have this smell to them now.
Yeah.
I even used, like, double the Tide Pods. But we
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It
The
didn't
dryers
work.
are just... We're better off just taking them home
and
blow drying them. It's only when they first
come out. I don't know. But, we were there 2 days ago. And there was a homeless couple doing their laundry. And I only say that because she... First of all, there's rows and rows of washers. And she was doing, like, a load here, a load here, a load here, a load here. And then she only started about half of them. Which it's expensive. The laundromat is way more expensive than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. So we're gonna try going to a different one. But yeah. So she started about half of them, and they had a full, like, wagon, and they were bumping into tables and shit. They weren't hurt. They weren't, like, bothering anybody. But yeah. So I was just watching her fill all these washers and then not start them and then move some of them into the dryers, not all of them, just some of them. But, like, yeah, like, they were never mean, or, like, I was never scared.
No. Well, I got jump scared a couple times because that old lady she was tiny. I thought it was someone kid.
Teeny tiny.
Like, she just darts over and she breathes like a pug.
Yeah, she was very high. Because she would also walked, like... And then, she was pretty high. And, like, based on how skinny
you think she was high? Actively?
Actively, yes.
Doing laundry high?
Did you see how, well she did her laundry?
I don't know. I guess they did give soldiers meth in World War II as, like, ultra Adderall. So maybe to a meth head, it is basically just Adderall.
Well, yeah, and then, like, all her clothes were inside out. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And, yeah, she was breathing pretty hard, and she was just kind of walking around the whole building. Like, you really don't... You don't gotta put in a load here, load there. So I think... I don't think she needed it. She seriously weighed like 2 pounds. But
you don't know how many calories are in meth.
And then the dude had his shirt unbuttoned. That was a little...
Yeah, he had like a 4-pack and a beer belly.
Yeah, it was... It was kind of funny. And then, they went outside, smoked a cigarette, and... We just watched. But... Oh, I saw another guy's butt crack while we were there.
At the laundromat?
Yeah. I pointed it out to you. He was, like, putting his stuff in the dryer, and you were like, oh, he has no butt, and his pants fell because of it.
Oh. That's just a normal guy, though.
I know, but I still saw his butt crack. And then he put his clothes in for, like, 40 minutes on the dryer, which I get, because it's fucking trash.
Do that.
But... It's like a quarter for every 4 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then to run one load is, depending on the size of the load, it's like $175 to $575. Is that what it is? Oh no, $375 to $575.
Yeah.
For one load.
Small one is $3. Yeah, we've just done the $475.
And they only take quarters. My wallet is so heavy from straight up quarters. Like, I'm sure if somebody robbed me, they'd be like, I fucking got it. And then they count it and they're like, oh, this is $10 in quarters.
I think the moment they ran away and heard jingling instead of nothing, they'd be like, this broke mother.
I have approximately negative $5,000. So
Swag.
They would really get away with nothing. Like, everything would just decline. They go to McDonald's, they try to use my card, they come back to me, they're like, man, sorry.
There was... I watched a comedian special, and he had a bit about he worked at Kohl's or some department store like that, and a homeless person came in, and they had a credit card, and it was like this old grizzled man, and the name on the credit card was like Deborah Smalls.
Stephanie.
Yeah. And he was like, it's the credit card company's money. Like, it doesn't impact her. So if this guy wants to get something, who am I to fucking be a dick? And so the guy gets like a chocolate bar and pays with the card, and he's like, okay, that'll be $3.17. And the guy takes it, and he takes 3 steps towards the exit, and he goes, I just remembered I'd like to get several $1,000s of gift cards.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, sure. So just wait till there's gift cards.
Don't say my place of employment.
I'll bleep that out. Sorry.
So my place offers gift cards.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, sorry. I kind of took over. Any notices, like changes you've noticed?
I like the climate more.
Oh my god. I like the cold, the rain, and the dark. And we've been here for 2.5 weeks, and it is hot as fucking here.
Okay, it was cold and dark for 1.5 weeks.
And it was supposed to stay that way. It was supposed to stay that way. And this place doesn't have AC, so we had the pleasant experience of installing a window AC.
Fuck you, Frigidaire.
We've almost divorced 5 times in the process of building all the furniture in this house.
Yeah.
2 desks, a table, a couch, a bed frame, and 2 night tables, and putting the AC in. And we flip-flop who's, like, pissed about stuff. But last night we were both pissed at the AC system. So, yeah, divorce podcast coming soon. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd
It's fine.
Crazy.
It's fine. But now that everything's stable,
You sound so convinced.
I was just remembering how you hit yourself with a hammer. It was cringe.
I went like this. I didn't like. I'm gonna hit myself with a hammer again.
Yeah.
Called me out on it.
Anywho.
Any horror.
Yeah. I miss my friends. I've been meaning to. I've never been a FaceTime. Well, that's not true. I'm a FaceTime gal. And I've been meaning to, like, FaceTime my friends more. It's just, like, that hour time difference actually is kicking my ass. Because, like, whereas, like, I'm getting done with work. And I'm, like, I finally sit down and, like, relax. And I'm, like, oh, do you want to FaceTime? And my one friend's, like, I'm going to bed. Like.
Also, your friends are grandmas.
Yes. And then my one friend works night shifts. So she sleeps most of the day. And then she's, like, it's, like, 3 a.m. It's like 3 a.m. and I get a Snapchat from her, like...
Even in Utah, you could barely catch her.
Yeah. Well, in Utah, she got off. I went to work at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got off, she was, like, waking up and, like, then going to work again. But, yeah. It's, we've been to the beach.
Beach?
That was cold.
Yeah, that Pacific water. I mean, even all the way down in San Diego... In summer, it's crispy. So you go 1,000 miles north to a place where
it's been cold.
It never gets above 70 on the coast, really.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like once you got used to it, but we only got like what, knee deep?
It was like
calves.
Deep, yeah.
But yeah. So. It's been chill. Ouch. Ugh. The grass is greener on the other side. Some people were like, you're idolizing it. Like, what if it's not what you think when you get there? It's better than Utah.
It helps that it's literally greener.
It is literally. It's so
like I don't think
beautiful.
That's the best idiom to use in our sentence.
Like my sister-in-law took a picture of just straight up outside our front door, and it's gorgeous. And we're not even in like the nice part of town, or like and like there's rivers and like but yeah, when I was interviewing for my job, I was like, can I have my tattoos, and I have piercings in my face? And she was like, yeah, of course. And I was like,
I was thinking that Oregon and Utah have the same people, just the ratio is flipped, where instead of like the gun-toting dude bros being the majority here, and like the progressives, blue-haired.
Couldn't you say that for everywhere?
No.
Just the ratio is different?
I don't think so, because like if you go from Utah to like Alabama, those are completely different types of people. Like those are actual blue-collar people, whereas Utah's half fucking F-150 users cosplaying like they're farmers, but like if you go to Alabama, they're like actually doing blue-collar work. And
I will say, like, we went to a, what was it? Roe v. Wade protest.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost got ran over.
Yeah.
And we had people threatening to run us over or drive through.
This is in Utah.
Yeah, Utah. And then we were walking home today, and there was a Free Palestine protest going on, and it was no one was bothering him. No one was.
It was significantly
It
smaller.
was smaller, and we were in the road. Like, I will say we were blocking the road. But, like, I don't know. I like it. I don't know. It felt different. But yeah. Maybe that's a good transition for wrapping this up on a political.
Free Palestine.
Free
fuck
Palestine.
the IDF. Fuck Israel. There's only a one-state solution, and it's Palestine, baby. If your name's Netanyahu, take those missiles that you've been throwing at children, put one up your ass, and explode.
All eyes on Rafah. Free Palestine. Participate in the celebrity blockout. I'm sure everyone knows, like, the Haley Bailey or whatever her stupid fucking name is did, like, the Let Them Eat Cake while at the Met Gala, and it just kind of sparked we have the power to pick who we make famous, and if they're not going to use their platforms to help in a case like this and what's going on in the world, we have the power to take that platform away from them. Unfortunately, there are some names on the block list that, for some reason, it feels a little harder to block them. Jack Black.
Really?
Yeah, Jack Black is on the block list. Jimmy Fallon, he's on there.
Yeah, I mean, any mainstream Hollywood celebrity isn't going to take an extremist.
Brittany Broski.
I thought she was technically
She
absolved, but it's like
she's technically absolved, but she only posted the video after the block had started.
Yeah.
Same with Lizzo. And Lizzo's video is very, like, here.
Also, who the hell still follows Lizzo?
I know. And then she was, like, asking people to donate, and someone stitched it and was like, you could pay the full thing. Like, she was like,
yeah.
Like, she was saying, like, how much Lizzo is worth versus how much the GoFundMe was asking for. And she was like, she's like, you're asking us for money? Fucking pay it. And so, yeah, I think I blocked Lizzo.
Yeah.
All the Kardashians, obviously. Zendaya. I'm not pissed about that, but some people were like, oh, Zendaya.
I loved her in that.
Like, obviously she was at the Met Gala, and she had 2 huge dresses. The money she put into that could have gone to help families get out. Go to Operation Olive Branch on TikTok. They are working with influencers with over 1 million followers to support families to get out. Yeah. So, we don't have much of a platform, but we have no platform.
Yeah, it's not hard to be on the right side of history, though. When the wrong side of history is just killing people wantonly, so yeah.
But yeah, other things you can do, if you don't have money to donate to the families, to help them get out, go to Operation Olive Branch, find the posts, share them, like them, old YouTube shit, like, subscribe, follow, block all the celebrities on the block list. It's a pretty extensive list, so it does take a little minute. Like, I've been doing, like, chunks of them every day, and yeah, just be a good person.
If only it was that easy. It is, but
It is.
apparently not.
Anything you want to add? Sorry, I went on a little bit of a...
I mean, no, you're good. I wholeheartedly agree. I spoke my piece. I hate Israel. and it's not anti-Semitic to hate an ethno-state committing genocide just because they're Jewish. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, block James Maslow from Big Time Rush. The fuck? The fuck is this dude on?
Crazy. It's one thing to be not say anything. It's another to be pro. Is like to be
very vocal.
Yeah.
Very vocal about it. Like, I remember when he the first one he did, he was like giving away a vacation to Israel, and at first I was like, oh, that's a little blind to what's going on, and then he kept posting pro-Israel stuff, so I think he was one of the first ones I blocked, which that's what I mean when I say it for some reason it's hard. Like, parasocial relationships are hard. I've gone to 2 of his concerts. I watched Big Time Rush growing up. Like, actually I've been to 3 Big Time Rush concerts.
Oh,
they were a big deal for me, for Hannah, and so like that again though, like it's just what we gotta do. And I would like to say that I am grateful to be safe right now.
Yeah.
And I wish that we were rich. There's like, oh my gosh, it's hard to be on TikTok right now, but like, there's like families on there like basically begging for help.
Oh yeah.
And like they show pictures of their kids, and oh my god, it's so awful. It's so awful. But yeah. Anything else?
No.
Maybe we talk a good amount of time. That all?
We got at least one episode, yeah.
All right.
So
We'll see you next week.
there's our update. Free Palestine, baby.